Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sly Fox Sports podcast.
Welcome, you terrible people. What are you doing here?
I'm your host, Jeremy Miller, and this is my co-host, Aeron Nix.
I may as well be the host because I obviously know a lot more about NFL than he does.
Oh, he is on a tear, folks. He is on a tear. We are doing NFL Week 12 predictions. We should be pretty fast, but maybe not because
Depends how much Jeremy starts fapping over something.
We did kind of botch the Week 11 review. So
it was a bit of a rough one. We went 10-4 last week, and while we are running through them, I didn't tally them up completely, full disclosure, so I'm just pulling up the notes now so that I can find out, but it was a bit of a rough one, shall we say. A little bit all over the place.
I know
Jay, I thought was going to wallop me, right? After the first half of fixtures, you were like 4-2, and I was like 1-5 or something still. I was like, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden, you just collapsed off the grid.
Well, because I had the Jets beating the Chargers, which they almost did.
Almost doesn't get you points.
Damn it.
Almost doesn't get you points.
And then who else did I have? I had there was a couple other ones that I was out there for.
Yeah, we'll run through them as we go.
Yep.
Let's get to it, starting with Thursday night, shall we?
Thursday night, Thanksgiving, we've got Houston and Detroit.
I don't care. I'm not watching. It's Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Thanksgiving.
What am I thankful for? The fact that I can turn the TV off when this game bores the shit out of me. I like the Lions. They're kind of something about the Lions. I love Matthew Stafford. I love the Lions. I'm going to pick the Lions because the Texans bore the tits off me this season. And what do you think you're doing, by the way, beating the Patriots? Unacceptable. Thanks for derailing that fucking prediction. Fuck it, Lions.
Yeah.
Who's at home?
Detroit.
Let's roll with the Lions, baby. Let's hear them Lions raw.
Yeah, I can't help but say that Detroit always turns up on Thanksgiving. And having a reeling Houston team come in, I think the Lions have got this. They won't win by much, but I think the Lions have got this one.
While I've got the opportunity, I can thoroughly announce the results. We both went 10-4 last week. This week, we both went 6-8. So another tie, but not particularly a progressive week.
That's not a progressive week
Yeah,
at
if
all.
you were after 10-4, you were probably thinking these lads could probably make me a bit of money. Well, you would have lost money if you bet on it last week. So, luckily,
obviously, nobody was going to go with my pick with the Jets going
over
the
week 12? It is, isn't it?
It is week 12, yes.
Cool. So we've got what? Houston at Detroit.
Houston and Detroit.
I'm going to make sure I write these down because
we both got Detroit.
Going to have to gloat. So we've both got Detroit. Excellent.
Yes. The next game is the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas.
First of all, it's the Make-A-Wish Washington football team. Yeah. And second of all, they're going to fucking beat up on the Red Rifle. I cannot believe what happened this weekend, by the way. It's like they have to make the NFC East interesting. Like, everyone's having a shit in this division, but they've got to make sure that they make it interesting. Washington pick up a win. Dallas pick up a win. By the way, Carson Wentz, the picking machine. Fucking moron. Oh, dear. Bench his ass right now. I'm going to go.
Bench Carson. Carson's so good. Don't bench him.
That's you, mate, not me.
Right.
You proud of yourself? You proud of that podcast?
No.
You proud of the fact that if this ever takes off, which you probably won't because you are terrible at timekeeping, but if it does, the very first thing they'll ever see is you trying to fucking defend Carson Wentz, who then proceeded to throw more picks than God himself. Yeah, honestly, mate, he throws. I've seen more picks from Carson Wentz than I do down the strawberry field. It's unacceptable.
Oof.
Is this in Dallas, by the way?
It is in Dallas.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm rolling with Washington, baby. I love me some Make-A-Wish. I'll tell you what, they're going to steal that NFC East from right under the Eagles' very awkward noses.
I mean, if they beat Dallas here on Thanksgiving,
big divisional game.
Yes, huge divisional game because right now the NFC East is a car crash as it is, but like it's because Philadelphia has a tie is the only reason that Philadelphia is leading the East. It is basically a 4-horse race.
They won't be
still.
soon. They won't be soon.
Yeah, I've got Washington to win it. I don't think
Nice.
they'll be able to
Roll with Smithy, baby. What's next?
Yeah, Alex is too strong. The last game on the Thursday night is Pittsburgh and Baltimore, baby.
At Baltimore?
No, it's in Pittsburgh.
Okay, so
that's the other.
Where it was.
That's the other caveat is that when Pittsburgh beat Baltimore, we did it in Baltimore. Now they come to our house, and we're going to thump them. We're going to thump them. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a blowout. Pittsburgh blows out Baltimore. Lamar Jackson can't put it up. He can't. When he's got the lights on him, he turns into a shadow.
Hey, get your own fucking insults. I was saying this at the beginning of the season. Everyone else was like, "Oh no, Lamar Jackson's." It's like, fuck off. Bind it again. Yeah. To be fair, their defense let them down a little bit on the weekend. So they had enough, I think, to beat the Titans. But the Titans picked up the win, and they needed it badly. What the Colts did against the Packers, which I, by the way, called it. It should be a blowout. Pittsburgh should win this comfortably, but it's divisional. And to be honest, this is the Ravens' last chance. Really, I think. If they're not going to win this division anyway, they're not catching Pittsburgh, not for my money. They'd need a miracle to do that, and Pittsburgh would have to stop actually playing football at this point, I think, to lose this division. But at the same time, the Browns are just hovering around, creeping up their backsides, and we didn't want to say that, but the Browns have taken advantage of an easier schedule at times as well. Yes. I think Pittsburgh will win, but I think what's the spread?
Spread is sorry, I was reading on a couple of things that Baltimore's got like 5 people that have got COVID and are not going to play. 2 of them being J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram. Spread is 5.5 for Pittsburgh.
If it was higher, I might be tempted. I think Pittsburgh will just about cover. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I don't. I think there's too much pride involved.
I think Baltimore are.
Depends how well Baltimore. It depends how well the pocket holds up. If Pittsburgh collapses the pocket,
that's the thing. I don't think there will be a pocket. I think without Ingram and without Dobbins, it's Gus Edwards and Lamar
Gobbins.
Jackson.
Get your Gobbins out.
Gus Edwards will be the main back for Baltimore, and then, of course, they're going to have Lamar Jackson running it too much. So, I don't
think he's been running it enough. I think that's the big problem here. I don't think he's being allowed to roll out enough. It's almost like they've tried to be conservative this season. They've said, try and be more clever with the ball. Try and release it a bit more. Try not to just run out and lose it. Actually, with someone like Lamar Jackson, you kind of have to take the good with the bad and realise that you've probably only got 5 or 6 really good years before his body starts crapping out on him because he takes too many hits. So, Let him run. Let him go crazy. Just say, right, fuck it. You know what? You'll have plenty of money over the next 5 years. You're probably going to spend the rest of that trying to fucking get out of a wheelchair for the rest of your life. So just fucking run like a maniac. Let him go. Let him just do his Forrest Gump and let him run.
I don't know.
But I still think Pittsburgh will win.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's. I still think Pittsburgh's going to win.
I would piss myself laughing, though, if this is the game you lose.
No, the game that I think we're going to lose, if we lose one, will be against Buffalo or Indy.
Have you got the Jets? Watch out for the Jets.
I don't think we have the Jets, no.
That'd be so funny.
That would be horrible if we lost to the Jets.
I've told you, mate, you don't want to go into the off-season, the postseason undefeated. You do not want to go in there undefeated because all of a sudden, every bit of pressure will be on you. You've got to be expected to win every game. Every team coming in can swing at you like a maniac.
Indeed.
There's some good teams waiting for you, including them wild card Broncos, isn't it, mate?
Oh, fucking hell. Now we'll go to Sunday's lot. First game is Tennessee and Indianapolis.
Who's that?
In Indy. It is a 3-point. Yep, and it's a 3-point favorite for Indy.
And coming off of a overtime victory over the Ravens, I believe this is where the Titans' division hopes are snuffed out by the immense Colts, who just beat the Packers, by the way, in overtime. Called it. Yeah, I think the Colts have this wrapped up, and they will wrap up the division this weekend.
Wow. I like the play of Phillip Rivers. I like that he's actually finding targets like Michael Pittman Jr. and Mo Alley Cox, but I can't go against Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry.
Yeah, so you made that mistake when they played each other in the Thursday night game, and what happened? Rivers went Barney. By the way, Naheem Hines is all of a sudden becoming one of the most dangerous dual threat wideouts you've ever seen. Yeah, they're in big trouble. They're in big trouble. I think the Colts roll them.
I think the Titans. I got the Titans for sure.
That's because you're an idiot. Next,
Cleveland and Jacksonville. And Jacksonville has announced that they are benching Luton Town, and they are starting Mike Glennon for the first time since 2007. Because Mike Glennon is going to make his first start since 2017.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I've seen Mike Glennon before, and I'm pretty sure he was terrible back then too. All right, in that case, the Browns will win it.
Yeah.
It's at Jacksonville.
It's at Jacksonville. Cleveland are
see, do you know what, actually? I think the Browns have really been struggling with their own field all of a sudden with the weather, and I do not understand what it is. They shouldn't really have an excuse for that, but they are. They look more dangerous on the road. So, yeah, I could see them rolling into Jacksonville. And I don't understand changing your quarterback again like that. That's not good for your offensive line. That's not good for your team morale. Seeing people, this is the crucial position.
I think what it was is when Luton threw those 3 picks and not even 200 yards against Pittsburgh,
Yeah, but it's against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Like, that's not an anomaly. That's the best team in the league. Like, you can't say, oh, you were shit against the best team in the league in your second ever game. And, this is a kid who went to fucking Jacksonville and, he only threw 1 pick, to be fair. Ultimately, he's not a point machine. He's not a Drew Brees, but he's a smart enough quarterback. I think he deserves a bit of, you got to give him at least till the end of the season. If he fucking becomes a pick machine by the end of that, fine, fucking remove him. But what was he at? 2 games? 2 or 3 games? Come on.
Yeah.
That is exactly why Tony Khan is a fucking massive aborted fetus. Like, sort your shit out, mate. It's such a fucking dumb little cretin. Honestly, you can't book wrestling. You can't run a fucking football team over here. And you sure as hell can't run that franchise. You're a fucking joke. Joke, mate. That's why I hate the Jags. Fuck you. I hope the Browns beat you by 20.
Yeah, I've got the Browns for sure because they're just they're rolling. They're on fire. Chubb's back. Kareem Hunt. That 1-2 punch is just deadly. And Baker Mayfield hasn't really had to do much. Throwing the ball. But he's
not that talented, but he doesn't need to be if he's got those 2 backs on fire. Exactly. And then he's got the options of guys like Jarvis Landry. So
Cleveland handily.
Yep.
Next game is Las Vegas and Atlanta.
At the Falcons?
It's in Atlanta, and Vegas are 3-point favorites.
Mate, you know what? I went for the big special, didn't I? And they were that close. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I reckon they got the Chiefs number. I do. I think they got the Chiefs number. I don't think they got everyone's number. I think they got the Chiefs number. I think this is a really good team, and the Raiders are going to end up as a wild card, and they're going to be the most dangerous wild card in the NFL, I think. I think they beat the Falcons handily here. I didn't like what I saw from the Falcons last weekend. They should have gone in to the Saints. I get it. Taysom Hill, dangerous, all over. You don't know where he's going half the time, but They had more than enough. Matt Ryan, he put up paltry numbers against the Saints. Poor game. And that's your big divisional game. That's unacceptable. The Raiders are coming in. Their tight ends are disgraceful. Oh, my Lord. Carrier, mate. Oh, that's a fucking little sort, that geezer. Waller as well. Oh, and they got Jason Witten, who's there purely for experience, but can still get a touchdown. And he got one against the Chiefs.
Don't forget about Henry Ruggs III and Nelson Aguilar, dude.
Mate, they got big-ass size in that front line. Yeah, Nelson Aguilar was fucking filthy. He actually, for me, should have had a touchdown grab, even though there was a pass interference called on him. By the way, as well, I would like to point out as well, the Raiders lost, right, just to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs had 3 highly questionable fucking penalty flags that went in their favour, and I thought, fuck you.
Yeah.
dodgy. One of them, like, there was that pass interference for the second touchdown, which was a joke. He literally walked past him and went, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?" "Pass interference, don't touch me." It's like, all right, fucking hell. Like, that was unacceptable. There was a ridiculous holding call. Yeah, it's just bad calls. And you know what? We get it. You love the Chiefs. The Chiefs are your favourites. Pat Mahomes is sucking off Roger Goodell somewhere in a bunker. We all get it. That's fine. But the Raiders should have won that. I think the Raiders are the most dangerous team. And ultimately, load up the Death Star cannon because they're going on the road and they're going to thumb the Atlanta Falcons. And Gruden's going to be like, good. Let us rape the Falcons. Good.
Yeah. Atlanta's got no shot.
Nope.
Vegas.
No, Atlanta, it may as well be Alderaan, mate.
Oof.
Palpatine is coming. Gruden is ready.
They almost pulled it off against Kansas City again. I'm like, no.
I'll tell you what, if they fucking keep the majority of their weapons and they load up for next season, they should be Super Bowl contenders. I like this team. And they're going to have a baying crowd in Las Vegas in that heat. Saucy.
It's going to be amazing.
That's going to be such an exciting place to go and watch football, I reckon.
All right, so the next game is the Los Angeles Chargers coming off a win against the New York Jets, barely, going up against the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. I wonder who's winning this one. I think.
Is it at the Bills or at the Chargers?
It is at the Bills. Bills are 5.5-point favorites. I think
Josh quite fancied an upset otherwise if it was at the Chargers.
I think Josh Allen goes off. Zach Moss actually
Bills have a bye week last week.
I believe so.
Yeah, I didn't see him play.
Yeah. So coming off
we both had the Raiders, right?
Huh?
We both had the Raiders.
We both had the Raiders on that one. Yeah, for sure. The Chargers coming off their win against the Jets, barely. The Bills coming off of a bye week after barely losing to the Cardinals by, an act of God.
A literal Hail Mary.
Yes. I think Josh Allen goes off. Absolutely goes off.
Yeah, I love Josh Allen. I like Stephon Diggs as well. And I love Cole Beasley. I think he's the most underrated wideout in the entire league. Probably because he's white, just saying. Whatever.
True.
Probably feels that way. Yeah, I'm not a supremacist by any means. Trust me. Don't look at me. Do I look like one? I just think he's underrated. I think he's massively underappreciated. And he's not a diva either. He doesn't make a lot of noise like a lot of these wideouts do. I think the Bills will win. I'm really tempted by the Chargers. I think they might cover the spread. I think Justin Herbert is lobbing bobs. Tell you what, mate. Herbert is, never mind all this fucking talk about all these other fucking idiots like Tua and, Captain Wonky Leg in Cincinnati. I'm more interested in fucking, and I know all the Cincinnati fans are going to come for us now in a comment. You only make quarterback alone, that's not quarterback, man.
Cincinnati fans.
I don't care. He was overrated anyway. Tell you what, Justin Herbert is a beast. A beast. Can you imagine what he'd be doing with even the most meager? Like, his offense sucks dick. Like, if he had any weapons, he'd be lethal. Arm strength, crazy arm strength, good running skills, good IQ. But it's the Bills, isn't it? The Bills have all the weapons. They have all the. If the Bills don't win, then you got to say, But then again, they also had that wobble, and you thought, "What's wrong with you?" Can't afford to have another one.
No.
Although it's looking like the division is very much wrapped up for them, courtesy of the Patriots and the Dolphins completely binning it on the weekend against very weak opposition. So, the Bills are probably laughing. They have a week off and their rivals in the division both go and bin it. So they're in the driver's seat. They should have no problem now taking this division. And I think they'll probably do the Chargers on their way to it.
Yeah, I've got the Bills for sure. I like Justin Herbert. Like I've said before, I think he is the rookie of the year, but he's not playing like a rookie of the year right now. He's making a lot of mental mistakes, but there's also mistakes on his wide receiving core. Like there was a few.
He's making mistakes because he's having to force it in there all the time. He's just
his offensive line is not helping him.
And at this point, right, you pretty much, I think they're bottom of their division, aren't they?
They are, yeah, they're bottom of the division by 1 game.
Yeah, which, I mean, at this point, just fucking let him fly. Just start fucking throwing bombs around, mate. And when you start doing that, when you're playing catch up, you're going to make more mistakes. That's just a matter of fact. So, yeah, they just don't have anything. Name me a weapon other than Justin Herbert. Name me someone who's legitimately a star on that team.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I like Keenan Allen, to be fair.
Hunter Henry, when he shows up.
Yeah, exactly. Stars always show up. If you're not showing up from it, you're not a star. It's as simple as that. They got rid of their premier running back in Melvin Gordon, and
Yeah, now they've got Jeremy Kelly and
got to load up next season. You're gonna have decent draft picks next season. Got to load up.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Next game is what I would like to call a boring special. Nobody gives a damn about this game, so I think we should just skip it, but we won't. It's the Giants against the Bengals. Giants are 5.5-point favorites. And I think
Giants at Bengals.
Giants at Bengals, yes.
Bengals, not Bengals.
I think the Giants win.
Yeah, I do, because Bengals ain't got a quarterback. My quarterback, man!
The Bengals.
By the way, what the fuck is what in God's name has Schneider done in Washington? Like, there's something going on there, because everyone's dying on that pitch. That is alarming. Like, Schneider goes out there with he's got like a capsule of Vole's blood and a cauldron. He's like, yes, I will curse this obelisk. I'll teach you to take away my Redskins' name, you bastards. And he's just like cursed that field. Every quarterback that plays on this field will die. Die! Even fucking Palpatine Gruden's over in the other division. He's over there on the other side of things going, the fuck you up to, bruv? Chill out.
Yeah. It has been announced that instead of Ryan Finley starting for the Bengals, it will be Brandon Allen.
My name is Finley, and I love to throw. I'm gonna have the Giants by quite a margin.
Yeah, I think.
Well done, Jonesy. You get to beat another team other than Washington, mate.
I don't think it's going to be Jonesy that does it, though. I think Wayne Gallman's going to run all over Cincinnati's defense.
What's happened to why is Jones not playing?
Oh no, Daniel's playing. I just don't think he'll be very.
Doesn't matter, does it? It's a quarterback gets a win, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Next. Dumpster fire.
Carolina and Minnesota.
What, at Minnesota?
At Minnesota. Minnesota 4-point favorites.
Nope. I got the Panthers. This is a bad Vikings team. I refuse to accept any team that loses at home to the Dallas Cowboys in their current state. Unacceptable. You are shit. I don't care if Dalvin Cook scores 20 touchdowns in this game. I got the Panthers winning, and the Panthers are a better team. By the way, Walker, mate, as the backup, coming in from the XFL. Those Houston Roughnecks. Oh, baby. He's actually fucking good. Numbers machine. I like him. I like him a lot. I've got the Panthers. I'm rolling with them. Go on, pick the Vikings, you fucking idiot.
I have to. I have to pick the Vikings. Dalvin Cook's on a tear, dude.
Yeah, big tear on the weekend. What, did he tear his rectum? You lost to the fucking Cowboys. Fuck you, Minnesota.
Yeah, I've got the
Panthers.
Next game, this should be a blowout. Arizona and New England. In New England.
Didn't we say that? We've said that about every New England game this season.
Arizona are 2.5-point favorites.
Just at Foxborough?
It's in Foxborough.
Are they only 2.5-point favorites?
Yeah.
See, that's the respect that Bill Belichick gets. That 2.5 points, that's because Bill Belichick is the man. Bill Belichick should retire. He's too old. Huh. Cretin.
I'm still standing by that.
I really hope Belichick goes to the Ravens in the offseason. That'd be amazing. Because they're going to get rid of John Harbaugh, apparently.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of John, and John's going to go up to Michigan.
They're going to bring in Jim from Michigan.
Oh, God, no, please.
Go on, Jim. Leave it.
Go on, then. Leave it, Frank. Leave it,
Frank. Frank Gore, by the way, got a touchdown away. I was like, yeah, boy. My boy Frank. Love Frank. Man. Yeah. So, I forgot what the game was. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, it's
Cardinals,
Arizona and New England.
Yeah, Cardinals and Pats. Cardinals, just because Kyler Murray makes me very, very horny.
Yeah, for sure. Cardinals all
For
the way.
sure.
Next game, Miami and the Jets.
At the Jets.
At the Jets, Miami are 7-point favorites. Are you going to do it?
Sorry. Huh?
Are you going to do it? No.
We're going all in, baby, because the Jets are going to get their first win of the season. Leave it, Frank, no more. Let it run, Frank. Frank Gore is going to run for 100+, 2 touchdowns. I watched Miami cave in to one of the worst teams in the NFL last weekend. My team, the Denver. So, ultimately, I don't trust you at all. The Jets... They've gone, look at the games they've gone back-to-back against, you know? They played the Patriots, lost just. All of a sudden, Flacco's found his arm again. What's his name? Is it Patterson? Cordero? No, what's his name? They're wide out. The geezer.
Oh, God. Jameson Crowder's on the Jets.
Not him. His name's Pattermore or Lattimore or something like that. I can't
Perriman.
remember. Huh?
Rashad Perriman,
that's the one. Yeah, he's going off. He's going mad. All of a sudden, he's making big boy plays, and they look hungry for a win. And they only need one win because they can still have that number 1 draft pick, and I think they get it this weekend. Miami, all of a sudden, Tua looks shaky. Leave it, Frank. Let him go. Release the Frank. Release him. This is going to be it. It's going to be so tight, right? It's going to be 13-all in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking, this is a bit of a snooze fest. Neither team seems to really want to break out in this, and then all of a sudden, you're just going to hear over the tannoy, release the Gore! And all of a sudden, Frank Gore comes bursting out like a fucking prize bull at a rodeo. He's like, yeehaw, motherfuckers! And he's going to run fucking all over the Dolphins, mate. He's going to smash them right back into the sea. Come on, Frank. Frank for the win. Yes, mate. This is Gore's last hurrah. Release the Gore.
I went with the Jets last week, and I thought they were going to help me.
You.
And they burned me. I am not going with the Jets this week. Tua gets it done.
Every week I have an upset special, and it either comes in or it gets super, super close. I have the Jags to beat the spread against the fucking against the Packers, and they did.
Yep.
I had Raiders covering the spread, and they did.
Yes,
and
they
now,
did.
Although I also had the Raiders winning outright. So I also had the Colts beating the Packers last week. I may not be a fantastic pick machine, but I know how to pick a good upset, and I can see it here, mate, honestly. Oh, Frank, let it run, Frank. Run like the wind. Run like you're like, run to that retirement home, Frank. This is it. This is your last hurrah, Frank. You can run free. We're going to release Frank Gore into the wild after this game. He can go back to, running with the buffalo herd. It's going to be phenomenal. I look forward to this. Him and his fellow bisons, his fellow rhinos. He's an extinct breed, and we need him to go and, release his seed elsewhere. Your job here is done, Frank, but just for old time's sake, I want to see you from them Dolphins. Yes, mate. Release the Gore.
All right. The next game is San Francisco and the Rams. Rams are 7-point favorites.
As they fucking well should be. Is this at the Rams?
It's at LA, yeah.
All right. San Fran getting bummed. The Rams, mate, they're on fire.
Yes, they are.
Which, by the way, I fucking have said several times. Every week I keep saying the Rams do what people thought the Bears were going to do, but so much better. They are so elite on defense, and Jared Goff is a Super Bowl nomination, so to speak, quarterback. He didn't win the Super Bowl, but he's been in a Super Bowl. He knows how to get to the big dance. He is a high-quality asset, and they have high-quality players, and they are nasty, and I mean nasty, on the D, and they're going to make an example out of this little San Francisco team, who, let's be honest, may as well just start stacking it so they can get higher up in the draft. They're not going anywhere. They're not sneaking into the playoffs. Don't fucking bother. Tank it, because you've got so many weapons, and when they're all fit next year, with high-end draft picks as well, look out. Do yourself some good business. Take it easy, San Fran. Have a week off and let the Rams thumb you. Ultimately, this is like being in a hotel room with a shooting guard from the Los Angeles Lakers, mate. You can kick and scream all you want, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's oh, that was dirty. I just realized that's fucking horrible.
I'd just like to point out I stole that joke from Family Guy.
Oh no,
Not my joke. I look forward to that.
Yeah, I think the Rams, they're clicking right when it counts. They are clicking.
The Rams in this game, yeah, they're clicking all right.
So yeah, definitely LA. Next game is probably going to be the best game out of the weekend, and it is. It's all over the marquee.
Get on with it, you twat.
Kansas City and Tampa Bay. Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady in Tampa. Kansas City are 3.5-point favorites.
Every single time. I've refused to get off this bandwagon at any point. I love the Bucks. I love Brady. I love the fact that he's 43 and he's still better than all of you at home crying about how much you hate him, and that makes me so fizzy in the loins. That being said, to be honest, actually, I thought the Bucks played really well against the Rams. They didn't play poorly at all. But we have to accept that they're not Super Bowl caliber at this point. I think they're a strong playoff team, but that's about it. But they've always got a chance. Always got a chance when you got that kind of IQ. Brady started throwing a few picks, and this comes down to, I will say one thing, the Chiefs' defense is very, very suspect. You have to do your work here if you're Bruce Arian. You've got to come in, you've got to look at this game, you've got to look at the games against the Raiders, and you've got to think, there's something to be exploited here. But when it's all said and done, Kansas has got just a little bit too much quality. This all comes down to, can they get to Pat Mahomes? If they can get to him, they've got a chance. If not, the Chiefs win. I think the Chiefs will win. I love the Bucks, but I think the Chiefs will win. Going to be a good fucking game, I'll tell you that.
It is, and that's why I said this is probably the best game of the weekend.
Well, I'll be up for that one. Oh yes. Dick in hand, mate. I'll be ready.
As much as I love Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, because I have them on my fantasy team.
Oh, fuck you.
But my fantasy team sucks this year because of Patrick Mahomes.
And also because you are terrible.
Oh, shut up. And
just hurry up and pick the Bucks.
Yeah, I got to pick Tampa. They came off of a close loss against the Rams. I think
whenever they play really, really elite teams, though, because I don't classify the Packers as elite. Spoiler alert right now. Sorry, but you're not elite. With the games they've lost, they're not elite. They've got an elite quarterback, but they're not an elite team.
Right.
What worries me about the Bucks is when elite defenses and elite teams rock up, they struggle, or they make it much more difficult for them, and they don't look like this crazy high-powered offense. I actually think they play better away from home, where there's not as much pressure as well. They've got 15,000 fans coming in Tampa Bay. They've got big numbers in there. There's a lot of noise in there, and I feel like there's more pressure on them at home. So, yeah, I think the Chiefs would exploit that, and the Chiefs are used to having fans as well. Quite fancy the Chiefs in this one.
We'll find out.
Plus the Chiefs, they got the Broncos coming out. They've got to be careful, man. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I got. I've got Tom Brady letting Patrick Mahomes know what a quarterback should actually look like.
What do you mean? What should actually look like? He won the Super Bowl last year.
And a fluke.
I think Pat Mahomes knows what a quarterback is.
It was a fluke.
It was way. How can it be a fluke winning the Super Bowl? Look at his stats
this year compared to his last year.
He's still on fire. What are you talking about?
He's not on fire. If he was on fire, he'd be getting me 40, 50 points a fucking game in fantasy.
Points don't fucking matter, mate. Oh, right, you, of all people, a Steelers fan. Tell me all about that fucking famous steel curtain and how they put 50 on everyone every season. Oh, wait, no, they relied on their defense. Good premium. I'm sorry. Look at all the fucking Super Bowl winners. What do they all have in common? They can fucking turn the ball over. A fluke, not a chance.
We'll see.
If it weren't for Pat Mahomes, they wouldn't have won. And that shows how elite he is. So your argument that he is overrated or he's dropped off is completely that's farcical is what that is. Farcical, mate. Might be your worst fucking argument yet.
Well, I mean, when
You
you
can
go
keep
against
telling yourself all you want that the Steelers are going to go undefeated, they're going to beat the 72 Dolphins, they're going to, retake that record, they're going to reclaim it for themselves with the extra wins. But when it's all said and done, Big Ben's probably going to fucking drop a bottle of cognac on his foot, and all of a sudden that'll break every bone in his body because he's a frail digestive biscuit. He's one injury away from basically death.
Wow.
Mate, you cannot stop the Chiefs. You can't stop them.
Mm.
The Raiders are the only people who have the antidote.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. The next game is the Sunday night game, and that is Chicago and Green Bay.
Oh, I don't care.
What,
at Green Bay?
At Green Bay. Green Bay are 8.5-point favorites.
Green Bay, easily.
Yeah,
Bears don't have fuck all on offense.
Yeah.
They've got nothing on offense, the Bears. And that's a shame because their defense is as elite as it gets. So good. So good. Their defense is actually stellar. If you are watching defenses, then you must be watching the Bears every week and salivating. But their fucking offense is abhorrent, mate. Impoverished is what it is. You look like you're about to pass out there. I mentioned the Bears, and all of a sudden he's fucking become tired. Pull your thumb out your ass. You've got plenty of editing to do, bruv.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, no, Packers easily. I don't think
for sure, Packers. And then, oh, thank God, the Monday night game is the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles.
This should be the raping to end all rapings. Is this at Seattle?
It is in Philadelphia.
Oh, good. That makes it even more fun.
Seattle is 6-point favorites, but
6. Did you not see the Seattle Seahawks calm down the Cardinals? And they're the hottest team in the NFL. And the Seahawks were like, none of your shit. DK Metcalf has got a dick so big that some people say DK Metcalf might possibly be a tripod. He is such an animal. And Wilson was like, oh, I'm shit now, am I? Well, fucking stick this up your cornholes, you fucking dickholes. Taking back that division, the Seahawks all of a sudden are alive again. And the Eagles, mate, oh, I'll tell you what, if anything can fly higher than an eagle, it's a Seahawk. Look out. This is going to be like watching a peregrine falcon charging after a sparrow. That's what this is, mate. Your Eagles will be they'll turn into lovely little robins, and they may be beautiful, but they are prey to the Seahawk.
Yeah,
I've got over Eagle every single time, mate.
I've got the Seahawks because then that means that Washington winning
20. Cover it.
I could see
6.5 is insulting. DK Metcalf has 6.5 points. He shits out 6.5 point spreads in the morning. Behave. DK Metcalf is going to get against this fucking hysterical Philadelphia secondary. Oh my days. DK Metcalf is going to he might actually remove both his legs and just hop like a pogo stick on his dick and still get 100 plus. Ridiculous. They are going to get a thumbing. Fuck you, Philadelphia, and fuck your stupid fans. Fuck me.
Shit. I completely forgot about a game.
Yeah, I know you did.
And that game is...
Hold on, you haven't got a pick yet for Seahawks and Eagles.
Oh, no, Seahawks. Seahawks all day.
How could you pick against your beloved Carson?
Because he sucks.
Oh, finally, we're back out, are we? We finally you found your one brain cell that was rubbing against your inner earlobe, did you? And decided this thing needs a little bit of use. And you finally put that to good use, did you? Carson Wentz is AIDS, bruv. AIDS.
I defended him.
He might be very HIV positive, but ultimately he's AIDS.
It was horrible.
AIDS.
The final game, because I completely forgot about this one, is
baseball. Oh wait, you shit that as well.
New Orleans and Denver.
Yay!
In Denver,
Yay!
New Orleans are 6-point favorites.
Come on, baby! Riding Broncos. Nah, New Orleans by 20. They beat the Miami Dolphins. Thank you very much, Denver, for ruining not only my accumulator, but all my fucking rants by actually turning up. However, what the fuck happened? What did I say? Oh, we'll give Philip Lindsay the ball. He'll get plenty of carries. Then all of a sudden, with the running game cooking, Drew Lock doesn't look nearly as fucking fetus-like as he has been. That being said, the Saints have way too much. They're not stopping Alvin Kamara. Our defense is it's very average. It's an average defense with a poor offense. I saw the graphics on Sunday as well, and they were like, Denver in that final wild card spot. They're in the wild card hunt. Oh, fuck off. They're in the wild card hunt like a fucking sparrow is in the hunt for fucking food when he's in the fucking pit of lions. Like, fuck off. Ridiculous. Absolute nonsense. We're not making the playoffs. No way. If we win, though, you never know, but we're not. Taysom Hill, dangerous as well. And our defense isn't very good at reactive special teams. And essentially, what basically the Saints are with Taysom Hill at quarterback is a team of special teams. Like, their offense is now a special team. And that's fucking terrifying because that means they can do all kinds of crazy tricks and you don't know whether you're coming or going, and they'll stretch Denver out everywhere and they'll have no clue. Tell you what, though, if Drew Lock wants to prove that he deserves to have that starting position longer at the end of the season, this is the game where he needs to turn up and show me something. If he can show me something in this game, I'll give him a bit of love and a bit of respect because I know Denver fans have been on at me going, if Drew's amazing, he's the second coming of Elway. He fucking well isn't. But... you never know. You never know, but I think the Saints will win comfortably.
Yeah, I've got the Saints to win it. I just got something on my phone saying that this is football news.
Well, have you tested positive as well?
No, Diego Maradona died today.
Wow, 60. That is fucking heartbreaking. Didn't he go in for an operation recently?
I think so, yeah. He went in for like a kidney.
I mean, I don't want to sound horrible. Obviously, he's a great all-time legend, and obviously it's a different sport. But at the same time, man, what a lifestyle! Like, there's no way that man was going to reach proper old age with his lifestyle.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. Reminds me of George Best, you know. Just so good at what he did, better than anyone else in the world at his time. But yeah, no, bit of a shame. Obviously, very sad for the footballing world, but at the same time, I can't say I'm honestly that surprised.
Right. So then that is the predictions. How many did we go against each other in? I think like 1 or 2.
Yeah, not a great deal. You've got the Bucks, I've got the Chiefs. You got the Dolphins, I've got the Jets. You got the Vikings, I've got the Panthers. And you've got the Titans and I've got the Colts.
Okay. So 4 different.
Yeah, four games which, will pretty much decide whether we're good or bad.
Yeah.
Most likely bad, to be fair. Yeah. I was so tempted to pick the Broncos just to be fucking annoying, but I just can't.
ESPN says the Broncos are going to pull off an upset.
Who does?
ESPN.
Oh, please. Like, ESPN, right? Like, I love ESPN, don't get me wrong, but they just, the entertainment is first before sports for a reason. Because they just like talking nonsense, and that's just media hype. That's nonsense.
Yeah.
And by the way, when you say ESPN, who? Because it's not all of it. I'm pretty sure the whole of ESPN hasn't had a say in that. It must have been someone.
It was.
Penisberger has come out with that one. That's Max Kellerman. I'm going to slap him.
Where'd it go? Hold on.
Because ultimately, I'm sure there's somebody at ESPN who can probably fucking pick them. But, it doesn't really mean much to me unless it comes from the mouth of, if Adam Schefter has called that, then fair enough. I'll take that seriously.
Here we go. It was Dan Orlovsky who said that Dan Orlovsky and Seth Walder, sports analytics writers, said the Broncos will beat the Saints.
All right. Well, here's the first thing. Nobody knows who the fuck Seth is. Okay?
Right.
Nobody goes. And as for Orlovsky, you should know better at this point, Dan Orlovsky. He's such a shock jock. He really is.
Yeah, he likes to try for the shock, but it's just not there, man.
Do you know what? The problem with ESPN is they've got too many guys who are in there just to be fucking annoying. You know, they're signed because they can make ridiculous statements. I mean, what's First Take? That's essentially built on statements. And people are going to be like, well, you lot come out with nonsense every week. Yeah, we're a YouTube channel. We're a couple of fucking marks. We don't give a shit. Like, these are people who are paid millions to give us up their predictions. Ultimately, the only reason I watch First Take is because I like how much Stephen A. hates the Cowboys, because I hate the Cowboys too.
I love Max Kellerman. Obviously, because
Plus, let's not forget, who was Dan Orlovsky famous for playing for?
The Lions.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wasn't he a Bronco too?
That's what I thought, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
Research.
I do know that he hates the Saints. Orlovsky played for, he was in the Lions. He also played for the Houston Texans, the Colts, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Los Angeles Rams. Yeah, I thought he was a Bronco, but he wasn't. No, you're thinking of who's that huge unit of a man? I forgot his name. Who's got a similar name to him? I forgot. I think I know who you're talking about. The guy who was in the longest yard. I can't remember his name now. Massive monster of. I should know. I'm pretty sure I used to have him on a jersey.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't.
Just a defensive juggernaut.
Yeah.
Yeah, like crazy hardcore.
Yeah. But yeah, that was.
Dan Orlovsky, shut the hell up.
That was NFL.
Shut your whore mouth.
If you guys don't agree with us and you got your own predictions, drop them in the comments below.
I won't pay attention.
Like, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Sly Fox Sports Pod. Shoot your predictions there. Hell, if we get enough people.
Bill Romanowski is who I was thinking of.
Yes, Bill Romanowski. If we get enough people that will give us their predictions, we'll make a league of it next year if possible.
I thought you were going to give something away. I was like, I got nothing to give away.
Well, we got to get bigger to give things away, folks. But tell your friends, tell your people.
I'll tell you what, I could give away an STI. How about that? I'll go and find a random prostitute later, and we'll get this shit cooking.
Oh, fuck. All right, folks. Catch you later next time on Sly Fox Sports Pod.
Bye from Denver.
Bye from Pittsburgh.